You know, I've said many, many years that y'all have to watch some of the women that's telling you things online, because some of these women are projecting. Some of these women are saying things to you just to run up a check, and it could be harmful and destructive. Now, this one sister's going to call it out about some of these women that tell you to go fool with some of these older men out here. Let's go check that out.
Imagine for years being online telling the young girls to find older men to pay their bills, not to pour into themselves, not to qualify themselves for the position and the life that they want, not to go out and get it, but to find an old man to pay your bills, to basically sell cat. Only for you now to be on this app actually having to sell whatever you can to make money. I thought you had the soft life. I thought that old man would have retired you. I didn't think you'd have had to do anything to make coins on your own. Huh? Make it make sense. That means this whole time you were selling wolf tickets, huh? I wonder what those go for today. Ladies, don't listen to these. Don't listen to these old bags that are going to make you, a modern day prostitute. Partnership is what makes sense in today's economy. Pouring into yourself, adding value to yourself. That's the most winning strategy out here. Whether you're single, dating, or in a relationship. Being an asset is a winning strategy. Not selling cat to old men.
Look, Mr. Otis, he ain't trying to marry you, okay? He's not trying to do that. Mr. Otis don't mind tricking off on you because Mr. Otis got it. Mr. Otis want to, get his rocks off and go on by his business. And, you making Mr. Otis feel young again every time he's with you. You understand? Now, I'm not saying that every situation is a Mr. Otis, I'm going to leave the money on the nightstand type of situation. It could be, well, maybe she's younger. She just like an older man, and because she feel that they're more stable, economically, more stable emotionally, just more stable. And then somebody maybe their age, maybe she always liked that. And maybe the guy that's older, like her just for her genuinely, and they get together and they build a relationship and so on. And that it happens, right? It's not for us to be speaking on everybody's situation, but telling young girls or young women, let me say, to go seek out older men just to basically, it's low key prostitution. That's what it is. It's transactional. And if you're okay with 304 behavior, that's fine. That's your body, your choice. I am not one to tell you what to do with your body. But at the end of it, don't be like, oh, well, I was tricked. I was this and that and the third. You got to be careful what kind of content you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? And listen to, how I look at most people, okay, it's entertainment purposes only. Not say I couldn't get some good information out of it. Not say I can't fact check something. I've learned a lot online, a lot. But there's some people like, okay, because then I've seen it. You have some women online trying to tell the women online to do things and going off on men or whatever, and they laid up with their husband. They have a husband, but they going off on men. They tell you what they not going to do, and in their house, they're doing the complete opposite. And while they got y'all send them super chats and everything else, right, they're not out there by themselves in this economy. They got a man in the house, a man that's actually paying bills. But you wouldn't know. They don't show their husband. They don't show anything. You didn't even know they was married. You didn't even know they even had somebody in their life. Because that's the allure. Hey, don't let you know I'm one of y'all. And while she collecting them checks, the husband is enjoying them. If it makes sense. Don't let no woman tell you online not to be with a man or go do this with a man or whatever the case with a man. Because I always tell y'all this, that, you don't know who talks to you on that microphone. As it was about to be winter time. Times are hard, right? And you're going to need a man in your life. You better get up off that I don't need no man thing. Oh, you're going to find out real quick how you need a man. You'll find out. Trust me, life is the best teacher to let you know what you need and what you don't need. I promise you that. From the years I've been living on this earth, I know exactly what I need and what I don't need. And some things that y'all do or engage in, there's a whole lot of things you don't need. And some things you don't have or should be engaging in, you need. But life will teach you. Like my grandma used to say, keep saying good morning. You'll find out. You'll find out real quick. And as times go along, especially in the United States, and tough as it's going to be, you all that I don't need a man stuff's going to go right out the window. I promise you that. I promise you. And that Mr. Otis stuff, that don't help you at all. You know, and I'm talking to you in the guise of a father, right? Who have grown daughters. I would never tell my grown daughters to go be with Mr. Otis somewhere, because I already know what Mr. Otis on as a man. And any woman out here trying to tell her basically go be a prostitute with Mr. Otis somewhere, a shame on you as a woman telling young women to do some crap like that. You go do it. Stop telling other young women to go do it. But shout out to the sister here. She just giving y'all a good warning.